As evening settles over the island, the last light of day lingers along the ridges of Puerto Rico's mountains. The air grows heavy with warmth and moisture, and a soft mist begins to gather among the leaves. In the fading glow, the forest appears almost suspended between worlds. No longer day, not yet fully night. It is in this quiet transition that one of the island's smallest and most iconic voices prepares to be heard. Hidden among glossy green leaves, no larger than a thumb, a coqui rests in stillness. His body is delicate, barely a few centimeters long, his skin warm brown with subtle patterns that blend seamlessly into bark and foliage. Though easily overlooked by the eye, his presence is anything but small. Within this tiny frame lies a voice capable of carrying across valleys and through dense rainforest. As darkness deepens, the forest awakens in a different way. Daybirds fall silent, replaced by the low hum of insects and the distant rustle of nocturnal creatures stirring from rest. The humidity thickens, wrapping the understory in a silver sheen. The coqui shifts slightly, adjusting his grip on the leaf. His wide toes, tipped with adhesive pads, hold firm against the smooth surface. He is built for climbing, for clinging to the vertical world of stems and branches. Then, with little warning, the first call rings out. Coqui! Two clear notes, bright and bell-like, echo into the night. The sound is both simple and unmistakable. It carries surprising strength, resonating far beyond the frog's small body. Across the forest, another answers, and another. Soon the hills seem to shimmer with their chorus. The call serves a dual purpose. The first note, ko, declares territory. The second, ki, invites a mate. In this layered forest orchestra, each male claims his space with precision, spacing himself just far enough from rivals to avoid conflict, yet close enough that the collective chorus forms a tapestry of sound that defines the Puerto Rican night. Though small, the coqui is no passive participant in this environment. He is a predator in miniature. As the night unfolds, he moves with quick, measured hops along branches and leaf litter. His large eyes, adapted to low light, detect subtle motion. A passing insect, perhaps a moth or a small beetle, becomes sustenance. His tongue flicks outward in an instant, securing prey with quiet efficiency. Unlike many frogs, the coqui does not depend on standing water to reproduce. This independence has shaped his success across varied habitats, from lush rainforests to suburban gardens. When courtship succeeds, a female selects a suitable site on a moist leaf or within sheltered vegetation. There, she deposits a cluster of eggs, translucent and fragile. The male remains nearby, guarding them with surprising dedication. In the weeks that follow, life unfolds within those delicate spheres. There is no tadpole stage in open water. Instead, the young develop fully inside the egg, nourished and protected until they emerge as tiny, perfectly formed froglets. This remarkable adaptation frees the species from dependence on ponds or streams, allowing them to thrive in environments where water is scarce. As midnight approaches, the forest reaches a kind of equilibrium. The chorus swells and softens in waves, a living pulse that seems to breathe with the land itself. The coqui's call has become more than biology. It is woven into the cultural identity of the island. For generations, its two-note song has signaled home, an auditory emblem of Puerto Rico's wild heart. Moisture beads on leaves as clouds drift low across the canopy. The coqui pauses between calls, throat gently inflating and deflating. Each note requires effort, yet he repeats it tirelessly. The rhythm is instinctual, guided by hormones and ancient cycles. His persistence ensures that somewhere nearby, a female listens. Predators move quietly through the same darkness. A snake glides among branches. A nightbird shifts silently from perch to perch. For such a small creature, vigilance is constant. Camouflage and stillness are as vital as voice. When threatened, the coqui can vanish into shadow in a single leap, his earthy tones rendering him almost invisible against bark. Toward the early hours before dawn, the air cools slightly. The chorus gradually thins as individuals pause to conserve energy. One by one, the calls fade, replaced by the distant murmur of wind moving through treetops. The coqui settles into a sheltered nook, his body pressed against the underside of a leaf. Rest comes briefly, for daylight brings different challenges. As morning light filters into the forest, colors sharpen. Sunbeams pierce the canopy, illuminating droplets left by the night's humidity. During the day, the coqui remains mostly hidden. His skin must stay moist to function properly, and exposure to direct sunlight risks dehydration. He seeks refuge beneath leaves or within curled plant fronds, minimizing movement. Though silent now, his role continues. Coquis help regulate insect populations, maintaining balance within the ecosystem. In turn, they serve as prey for larger animals, linking trophic levels in intricate chains of survival. Their abundance can influence nutrient cycling as their feeding and waste subtly shape the forest floor. Beyond the rainforest, coqui populations occupy diverse landscapes, coastal forests, montane regions, even human settlements. Their adaptability has allowed them to persist despite habitat change. Yet, like many island species, they remain sensitive to environmental shifts. Deforestation, climate change, and introduced predators alter the delicate equilibrium upon which they depend. In protected reserves, conservation efforts focus on preserving intact habitats where moisture, canopy cover, and ecological complexity remain undisturbed. Researchers study their vocal patterns, breeding cycles, and distribution, recognizing that even the smallest amphibian can serve as an indicator of environmental health. As afternoon transitions once more toward evening, the forest prepares for another transformation. Shadows lengthen. Air thickens again with gathering humidity. Beneath a broad leaf, the coqui stirs from his daytime refuge. Muscles flex lightly as he climbs toward a familiar calling perch. The first stars appear above the darkening canopy. A single note breaks the hush. Clear, resonant, confident. Across valleys and hillsides, others respond. The forest fills once more with layered sound, rising and falling like waves against a shoreline of leaves. What began as one small voice becomes a collective symphony, echoing through ravines and across mountains. And in that chorus lies something enduring. A reminder that significance is not measured in size, that even the smallest life can define a landscape, shape a culture, and anchor a sense of place. As the night deepens, the coqui continues his call, steady and unwavering. The sound carries through mist and moonlight, weaving through branches and drifting over sleeping villages below. It is both invitation and declaration, survival and song. And so, beneath the tropical sky, in forests alive with hidden motion, the coqui endures, tiny guardian of the night, voice of the island, a living heartbeat in the darkness, echoing softly into the endless rhythm of another Puerto Rican dawn.